Good day, Amador County. Boy, it is just after 7 a.m. and I am already having a day lily. Look at these day lilies, 1,200 varieties of them at this little oasis in Amador County. We are in Plymouth at Amador Flower Farm. This is a farm that's been around for about 30 years, all started by Jeannie Deaver here. You might recognize the last name, Deaver Winery. The tasting room for that is right over there. That's your husband's family. He's fourth generation farmer here. They've been growing food in Amador County since about the 1850s. So long history here, but it's time to talk about the flowers. Jeannie, 1,200 different daylilies. How do you keep track of them all?
Well, it's a little bit hard to keep track of them, but we might make sure that we have labels on each one, and the same one, the same flower has the same number every place in the on our property, so we can always go back and find it.
And I love people can come out here, they can walk through the daylilies, really take in all the beauty, and then you have about 900 varieties of them that people can purchase from you, take home, and create an oasis for themselves. I want to show people you've kind of gathered these flowers together because you wanted to show the different varieties. Now we talk about 1,200. These are just about 6 of them. But look, I mean, from the petals to the colors, there's so much to enjoy. Some are big, some are tiny little ones that look like wildflowers. You said they're pretty easy to grow. Forgiving.
They're very forgiving. They are like an iris. Once you plant them, they pretty much will take care of themselves as long as you give them regular watering.
Okay, and you also had another fun fact for us about daylilies. I'm going to take this vase for you so that you can pick one of the lilies for me so that we can show people at home just how special they are. You got one right there? Okay, see how beautiful this is, you guys? Watch this. They're edible. They make a beautiful garnish, or you said some of them you could put like cream cheese right in there. You can stuff them.
And put them on an appetizer tray, and they're beautiful.
They are beautiful. Even photographer Mark Willis said they're pretty tasty too, kind of like eating a salad. Now, as we make our way through the daylilies, we see over there a bunch of baby daylilies.
They're potted in pots for people to buy and take home with them.
Okay. And this is a really good weekend to do that. You are having your Daylily Days this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Tell us what's different. You're open 7 days a week, so tell us what's going to be different about this weekend.
This weekend we're having different vendors that have things to offer. We have a person that does bonsai, and he'll have a big display and be teaching on bonsai. And we have a lot of other vendors, and we're going to have somebody selling street tacos. And that's something that we don't do every weekend. And we're going to have tram rides, so we can give you a ride all the way around the farm.
Oh, beautiful.
So you can see the farm.
I love that. And then, as we said right there, that is the tasting room, so you can also enjoy wine. Daylilies, wine, street tacos. My God.
What more could you ask
What
for?
more could you ask for? What hours are you open?
9 to 5, 7 days a week.
And then if people just want to order, you said you ship around the country. So if they want to order, they just go to your website?
AmadorFlowerFarm.com, and we have a color catalog there. And you can just place an order, and we'll dig them on Monday and ship them on Tuesday.
I love that. Okay, coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to learn a little bit more about the winery, go inside the tasting room, and then they have a stunning patio where you can drink your wine and take in parts of this flower farm. But gosh, is this a happy place, or is this a happy place, you guys?
So nice, so nice. So Molly, yesterday I was at North Fork Chai Company, and this guy named Paul Winters came in. He's a local musician, really cool guy, and he said his girlfriend had a you-picked flower farm. And he says, I know you guys are a good day. I can't remember what the reporter was. And Dwayne, my photographer, and I both said at the same time, that would be Molly.
Well, you know, like I said, if you dig something, keep at it, right?
That's
There
right.
you go.
You eat
dig
that
something,
plant.
Keep digging.
We'll see in a second.
Every flower is
Good day, Amador County. Friends, I have been busy this morning setting up the perfect little day trip for you. Just about an hour drive outside of Sacramento. You'll drive to Plymouth, head to Amador Flower Farm, spend a little bit of time walking among the more than 1,200 varieties of daylilies that are grown on this farm. Well, that'll work up quite an appetite, right? So then you head into the brand new tasting room for Deaver Vineyards. Grab a snack, a glass of wine, not just any wine though, wine that has been growing on this land in Amador County since the 1850s. 1850s. That's right, wine with a little bit of history. We like that. It's big, it's bold, it's delicious. This weekend, both are hosting Daylily Days. Really fun event. So whether it's Saturday or Sunday, you guys heard me. I've already planned the perfect day for you. All you have to do is come out here and do it. So coming up, we're going to go inside the tasting room, talk a little bit more about the wine, and hear a little bit more about what they have planned for you this weekend. I hope you'll join us.
Looks
Sounds
amazing.
Great.
Thank you, Molly.
Oh, she's opened the door for us. Thank you very
thank
much.
you.
That's nice. Indulge your sweet tooth in this first day of summer. The deal happening tomorrow at Wayback Burgers. They are in the building, people. They are in the building.
We just walked in.
Heroes. Mwah.
Never been happier to see someone. But first, Molly is having a classy morning at a new tasting room.
Yeah, let me ask you, what's better than drinking delicious wine at a winery in Plymouth? Drinking delicious wine at a winery in Plymouth that sits on a flower farm. Deaver Vineyards is now in the heart of Amador Flower Farm. And this Zinfandel right here, well, its history is as rich as its big, bold flavor. We'll get a taste of all the fun you can have here coming up after the break.
All right, hang out among beautiful flowers with a glass of wine in hand.
Molly Riehl, so smart. She's live in Plymouth checking out a new tasting room and all the things it has to offer.
Yeah, we like to say find your happy place on good day, and I sure did that this morning. So if you're just joining us earlier, we spent time walking through some of the 1,200 varieties of daylilies here at Amador Flower Farm. Well, guess what? There's even more. Amador Flower Farm is now the new home of Deaver Vineyards' brand new tasting room. Come inside so you can have your wine and flowers too. You gotta love that. So this tasting room is just a couple weeks old actually, but the family, the history, the winery, much older. So the Deavers first planted in the 1840s. They have been farming on the land 1850s? 1854. Been farming on the land in Amador County for that long, Brad. The winery itself started in 1985. Yes. And congratulations on this new tasting room. It's wonderful.
Thank you. It's very nice, all brand new, a lot brighter, a lot more modern. Just a fun place to be with some great wines and a lot more room than we used to have.
Yeah, and of course with the rich history of the family, so too some of the wines have a lot of history too. Let's start with, well, this Zinfandel. It's old vines via the 1860s.
Yes, that was planted in 1863. We call it Circa Vines 1860s. That was the second vineyard that the Deavers family planted. The first vineyard, if you go a little bit to the right of it, was a mission vineyard, which the mission grape was one of the first, if not the first grapes brought up to California from the missionaries that built the missions up and down the coast, and they brought their own grapes with them. It ended up not being a terribly good wine or good grape for making dry wines, but it is kind of transferred into several different type of port style wines. And so that was the first one that they planted, 5 acres of that. And then they planted in 1863 the 10 acres of the old vine.
Okay, yeah, and you have a variety of wines. You said this Zinfandel tends to be your favorite. It's not just the tasting room itself. Let's take a little trip outside to the patio. This is just stunning. As we said, this is on the property of Amador Flower Farm. So what we're seeing here, the tasting patio along with the nursery where you can buy some of your daylilies and create an oasis for yourself. Also a beautiful day to a beautiful place to spend. You guys have really kicked off Mimosa Sundays with the sparkling wines you make.
Yes, on Sundays we have several different sparklings with several different fruits, and so we mix and match a lot of them. We have them available in glasses and in carafes. And we've done really well so far, and we think that's going to continue to go for Sundays.
Well, and this weekend couldn't be, first of all, the weather couldn't be more beautiful for it. You're having your Daylily Days, celebrating all the beauty that's in bloom. That includes the grapes. They grow here too, right? So come get your wine, enjoy the flowers and all that this property has to offer, from Amador Flower Farm to Deaver Vineyards. They've got all the good stuff here in Plymouth. I hope you'll take the time to drive out and visit. It was like 52 minutes from my door to here, so I know you can do it too. It's a beautiful drive.
It could just add a putting green there. It would be the perfect location for Molly Riehl.
Yes.
It would be all the things.
Like 10 dogs, and
Yeah.
then we're good. By the way, it is dog friendly if they're on a leash. So
A golden retriever sanctuary as well. It'd
Yeah.
be perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
Thanks, Molly.
Thank you, Molly.
good.